I wanted to talk to you about what the people are going through that I'm actually working with every single day. And the reason that I want to show you these scenarios is so that you can figure out how to set up your own strategy and what it's going to look like, in your situation. So when I take these actual worksheets that I receive, I feel like it's only fair to show you the different scenarios. So that's what we've been going through here for the last couple of days. Maybe you can get some ideas about your own finances on what that's going to look like. So if you're in this situation, I hope that you are, and it's this easy for you, okay? But when I started out, I had a $700 credit card that was driving me nuts. And I think it was $35 a month, okay? So because I was so broke when I started and I had next to zero cash flow, this credit card at $35 was stressful to me. I also had one that was 1,000. And I don't remember, let's say 75 a month on that. Who in the room has your credit cards at the limit and you make their minimum payment, but you notice that your balance is higher the next month and then you owe more? Who has done that in the room? I want to see if anybody is as dumb as I was when I started this. And it's not that you're dumb. It's not that you're irresponsible. It's that these credit cards have little games that they play with us. Let's talk about how this is an easy fix. The way you fix this is you don't make that $35 payment. You're going to pay for your food with this credit card. What does that mean? Well, if you spend $700 in food and gas per month, you put your income into the credit card first because you have to buy food, you have to pay for gas, right? So use this credit card to do it. Now, little disclaimer that the credit card companies, if you are running, your cards at the limit, if they think that you're in any kind of financial struggle, they may cut your limits. So when you put in, and I doubt it would happen for a card this small, this low of a limit, but if you've got a $5,000-$10,000 credit card and you're keeping that at the limit, and then you come in and you make a big $1,000 chunk, they may take your limit from $5,000 to $4,000. So be careful, okay? Break up those payments to where you're making smaller, multiple weekly, monthly payments, okay? That's the wonderful thing about the lines of credit, is they really don't care when you make your payments or how often you make them, just as long as you meet the minimum amount due every month. When you meet to that minimum, you've satisfied that payment. So what happens when you transfer any income that you're going to be buying your food or gas with throughout the month? What happens when you put it into your credit card? Well, this payment satisfied. So didn't you just gain $35 in cash flow? Seems like it. Then you're going to charge your food back out here. So you do 100 in groceries, and then you do 50 at a restaurant, and then you buy 20 for your kids at McDonald's, and then you go back to the grocery store. And then if you put your gas in here too, you'll go to the gas station. I mean, slowly throughout the month, it starts piling back up to 700. But guess what? You're going to get paid again. You're going to throw your food money into this, your gas money. If you have 3 or 4 cards like he does, you can break that down to where you're putting a little bit in each card to cover something every month. When I got started and other people that I worked with, we would take their car insurance and put it on one card. We would take food and put it on another. We would take gas and put it on another. So you can break it down however your living expenses actually work out. But for goodness sake, use these credit cards correctly so that you can stop making minimum payments on them.